Hello, light beams. Alrighty, guys. So today we are getting into the life path number 6. So, with the life path number 6, guys, as with all the other numbers, I'm going to give you the highest and most beautiful vibration of the number 6. And I am also going to give you
The shadow side.
because we all got dual sides. Ain't nobody safe out here, right? All right, guys. So, getting into the best aspects of the number 6. You guys are the number for nurturing. You guys are just the biggest nurturers. You have the biggest hearts. You guys are very loving, very compassionate, very giving. You all are very family oriented. So you all are good at things like monogamy. So very good at like relationships. You guys are it's very close to like the life path number 2. But you guys are very good at relationships, and you're all about the home and the family life. So very domesticated, if you will, right? You all are very comforting for people. So people love to come to you for advice and for support. So you're just a very warm and fuzzy type of being for a lot of people. You all take great care of other people. Like I said, you're very nurturing. So because you're so giving and warm, you guys just have the thought of others at the forefront of you living your life, which is a beautiful thing. You guys also have a very parental vibe to you. So even if you aren't parents, you are going to parent in some type of way. So with that being said, I say parental vibe because you guys would be taking care of co-workers, friends, pets, even if you don't have kids. But you guys give off a very parental vibe. You're very responsible people. So usually if you go out with your friends and y'all go drinking, you end up being the designated driver, right? It's something like that. So you guys are also very creative. So when it comes to things like any type of creation, music, the arts, crafts, so things like do-it-yourself projects, like little fun things like that, you guys are very good at. You all are also very detail oriented. So, and also detail oriented, and you also admire beautiful things. So like I said, with the crafts, so you might be the type of person to have your house done all nice with things that you made, or you just admire beauty in all ways. It could be anything. So I'm going to get into your careers because it just reminded me of some great careers for you guys. But the last thing about you guys is that you're also good at seeing the bigger picture. The 6s are usually the visionaries, so that's an awesome thing as well. So getting into your careers, 6. The thing about your careers, like I said, it's because you love beautiful things. You guys are good at anything in the beauty industry because you're so caring as well. You guys are good humanitarians. But beauty industry, humanitarians, things like makeup, hair, interior design, all those type of things. Like I said, you're very good at details and beautiful things and loving and all that kind of stuff. So all these careers are great for the life path number 6. However, like I said, y'all ain't safe. So we're going to get into the shadow side. So what you guys' shadow side, because you're so detail oriented, you guys have a tendency to be perfectionists or like control freaks. So you guys have that tendency. Might need to loosen up a little bit. You guys also have your ways of being, what is it called? Like a superiority complex. And that's a very strong word. I'm not, calling nobody out there. But you guys could have a little bit of superiority complex when it comes to just having a big ego. But it's only when you guys feel like unappreciated and things like that. Obviously you're very loving, but when you guys get into like these negative moods, you get into these spaces of like you see no negatives in yourself. You're like, oh, I'm the right. So you think that you're like idol worthy, that everybody should be more like you, and you have a tendency to think you're right over other people. So that's what I mean by superiority complex. But also you guys, because you support and love so much, you can be overly supportive. So what I mean by that is, just like I was saying with the life path 2, you're so loving and giving that sometimes it's too much, so you become like a enabler. So there are people in the world that love to take, and there are people in the world that are lazy. So you have to let those people kind of figure themselves out and not give so much. Like, you know, like a mom. You know how a mom is just like, oh, I want to take care of my baby. I want to do this. And da, da, da. You can't do that all the time. Okay. And other things about the 6, you guys can be a little nosy. You like to meddle in people's business as well as, but you know, like I said, people come to you for advice and all that kind of stuff. So what do they expect? You know, but whatever. It's one of the things that's a negative on your list, is that you're a little nosy, guys. But also the last thing, because you guys are so giving, like I said, and like I keep saying, sometimes you neglect yourself. So that is one of the things that a 6 would actually, I'm about to get into that. I'm about to get into y'all's goals, because that's one of the things y'all need to work on. So because you neglect yourself, some goals for a life path number 6 is that you need to invest more time into yourself. You give too much to others. So, and you get all up in everybody else's life anyway. So you need to just back off a little. Invest more of that time into yourself. So, like I was saying, with the responsibilities always being a huge thing, like a huge lesson in you guys' life, you also need to kind of like balance those responsibilities, because they will always be there. They will always come up. Out of every other number, y'all's is the one that's like very, the light is shining on responsibility. So it's always going to be there, but you guys need to learn how to take it in moderation. Don't do too much and don't do too little, right? And then the last thing I would say to you guys is try to love unconditionally. And it seems easy, right? Like, oh, you know, I love anyway, so whatever. But no, you guys really need to love unconditionally. So with people and their moods and their life paths, however they're doing their life or whatever, you need to, like I said, back off a little and not have your hand kind of in everybody's pot. It'll help you be like a little bit less judgmental, and you know, everything doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, y'all could be a little bit of perfectionist, so everything and everybody does not need to be perfect. So relax, just relax. Life has 6. Love unconditionally, balance your responsibilities, and invest more time into yourself. So I hope these things help you guys, and I love you so much, Life Path 6. Bye, guys.